Alright everyone, we are starting a new Let's Play. This one might not be too long. I really just wanted to celebrate the hopefully successful launch of Artemis, since I'm going to be recording this in the future? Anyways, I'm recording these before it launches. So hopefully come Monday the 29th of August, we'll have our first moon mission back into space, which is going to be awesome. So to get hype over it, I'm going to be starting a new Let's Play of Kerbal Space Program, which is basically like cartoon NASA, and it's really fun. So we are going to call our agency the Odysseus Expeditions. Going to be a quasi-public-private partnership kind of deal, not fully governmental is the idea. I'm going to do career just to keep it kind of on track. And as far as our flag, we'll just choose, let's see, what's a fun looking one? I could have made mine, but let's do this one. That looks fun. Oh, hold on. Anything else that catches my eye? Yeah, let's do this one. Alright, Odysseus Expeditions. So let's start it off. I do have quite a bit of mods installed. The major one's going to be the extended tech tree. I think it's Interstellar is the mod name, I think. Community tech tree and all that good stuff. Just to keep it going. I find stock just a tad boring. Yes. Okay, so yes, I've done this plenty of times. So this is our space center. We are on Kerbin, is our planet name. And if we go to the tracking station, you'll be able to see our solar system, which is really awesome. Yep. So this is Kerbin. Really pretty. I've got some visual mods installed as well. It's really cool. And if we zoom out, we've got the moon and Minmus, which are two natural satellites around Kerbin, whereas Earth only has one and Kerbin's got two. Keep zooming out, and here's all the planets. So you get the sun, or Kerbal, this Kerbin, and then the sun's Kerbal. And you've got Moho, Eve, Duna, which is in-game version of Mars. Drace, is that? I don't know if I've ever been to that one. Jewel, and Elu. Now what's cool is that some of these you can land on. So like Duna you can land on. It's all fun stuff. But yeah, we'll be mainly looking to do moon missions here. So our agency's the Odysseus Expeditions, so we're going to have a Greek mythology naming scheme going on here for our rockets and stuff. So let's go over to our mission control and see what we have for contracts. So we've only got 4 available. Escape the atmosphere, gather scientific data from Kerbin, launch our first vessel, orbit Kerbin. I think I'm going to take this one and this one. And what I'm going to do is, let's go, we don't have any science, let's go ahead and go to the vehicle assembly building, or the VAB as I'm going to call it from now on because that's a mouthful. And we're going to start our first rocket. So yes, got it. Let's see, I've got part mods in here too, so I haven't played around with them before. Let's start with a unmanned probe core. That's gnarly probe core. That's the Probodopodyne. Let's stick with the Probodopodyne. So that's gonna, you know, basically a computer. And as far as fuel, we've got a little bit of fuel tanks here. I don't know how big these are. Let's see. Oh, you're fairly substantial. You're definitely substantial. And I like you. You're pretty good size. You're huge. You're kind of fat. Okay. And then engines. You know what? For what I'm gonna do right now, we're just gonna put a solid fuel booster on here for now, because I'm not really gonna launch this. I'm just gonna collect some data and finish off one of those missions before we actually launch something. We need science on here. Alright, we've got a thermometer, a film camera, and a barometer. So let's pop on a thermometer. Rotate it around. Go away. And pop on a barometer on this side. Now what is this film camera? I need you to go. Okay, let's see. Take a measurement. Put this film camera in a space-friendly casing. This one is to be returned to us in order for it to be developed to make sure the unit is recovered of fuel results. Has ScanSat low-res visual scanner. Requires sunlight to function. Okay, cool. We'll do just these two for now. This isn't really going to be a mission, so we're just going to call this the Hopper 1. And MechJeb, you can go away. And sure, we'll save it. We'll keep a track of all our rockets. And we'll launch it. But we're not actually going to launch. We're just going to collect it off the pad and then recover the vessel. KS2 is supposed to be coming out next year, and I'm excited about it because apparently it's going to be super in-depth, and like you can make colonies, like space colonies, which is interesting, and I don't know, the visuals look great, so I'm excited for it. It's been delayed a few times, but I have high hopes. So log our temperature. Temperature readings are quite literally nominal. Keep. Not going to transmit because we'll lose some. And pressure data. Collected and recorded atmospheric pressure data from the surroundings. Yep. Keep. And recovered vessel. My goal is to not do many of these. Like a lot of times you get bottlenecked and you have to build a little rover and just drive around the Space Center collecting science. I don't want to do that, so I might cheat myself in some science just to get to like enough to where I've got a good amount of engines and fuel tanks to really start getting into space and doing getting science from there. So we got 8 science from that, and I think we fulfilled our contract. Yes, we did. We completed that. So we have launched our first vessel, and all we need to do is just literally get it off the ground, which is great. So let's go back to the VAB and see what we can make out of these parts, because I would like to get my first actual mission going on. We're going to keep the Probodobenine for now. I want to read up on what these do. I'm not quite sure what mod these are from. So, fuel tanks. Which one did I like? Did I like this one? Yeah. Where is my Delta V calculator? Delta V stats. Here we go. Okay. Hide you. This comes from MechJeb. Okay, so I don't have an engine, so of course I don't have any Delta V. Delta V is a calculation of It makes sense in my head. I have no idea how to explain it. Um, kind of how far you can go based off of your weight and your thrust measurements. So it's measured in meters per second. So let's throw on mine engines. Yes, Viking liquid engine, sandstone. I'm gonna stick with what I know, which is not gonna be anything in here. So let's see. You got an atmospheric thrust of 50 kilonewtons. Oh, you're small. 148, 140. Sure, we'll start out with you. Oh, I don't like your size. You're huge. Oh, you're tiny. Okay, look, the liquid Viking one, you look a little awkward, but you'll do for now. So we've got 15, let's round it up, 1500 delta V, essentially. Our thrust to weight is huge. You're normally aiming for like 1.7-ish, not too much, but enough. Anything above 1 is going to get you off the ground. So that's a lot. I don't like that. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to throw back on a solid fuel booster. And we're just going to launch the hopper one without the science because I don't think we have parachutes. I forget where they're at. Utility. I do have a parachute. Okay, in that case, we are going to put on a little bit of science to get some data off the ground in low atmosphere or low altitude, whatever it's called. Okay, so it's not a major redesign. We're going to keep it as Hopper 1 and save it and launch. What's great is you're inevitably, if you keep watching this, going to watch me blow up some Kerbals because I don't pretend to be an expert at this at all. I just like to have fun with it. I know some people are like, you know, they're all in the nitty gritty about, you know, their stats and stuff. I'm perfectly okay with my stuff blowing up if I didn't do it right the first time. Okay, so pin those real quick. And if I remember my controls here, is it C for throttle up? Yes, it is in spacebar to launch. So let's go. Hopefully this is not too loud. Perfect. Pressure. Keep. Temperature. Keep. And let's just see how far. I can't control this because I don't have gimbling. It's just a solid fuel booster. It's not an actual engine. Engines have a little bit of gimbling that could direct where I'm going. This is just light a switch and go, right? So we're coming up on 6,000 meters. I'm going to change that to there's a way to do that. I don't know how. So anyways, we are a good amount of distance in the air. Let's see. I don't think I can see my periapsis. So let's see, ascent stats. Nope, that's not it. Atmosphere info. Nope. Orbit info. There we go. That's what I want. And I don't really need you anymore. I can hide you. So our apoapsis is going to be 34 kilometers, which is pretty good for a solo feed booster. So your apoapsis is, imagine, we're launching over here, going up in an arc. Your apoapsis is going to be the top of the arc. And if we were high enough into orbit, periapsis is the opposite of apoapsis. So it's the inverse location. So we're going to come down, and I'm going to time warp a bit just to speed this up because it can be a little bit slow coming back in the atmosphere. But I think I can probably launch my parachute at some point. So that did not work. No. It's a oh, there it is. Okay. I thought it was stuck on the probe core. Okay, so where did we come down in relation to this? Oh, Space Center's right there. Oh, that's cool. So that was basically from the rotation of the planet. We went high enough to where it rotated a little bit because we didn't have any control over it, which is cool. I love the visual overhaul. I'm not sure what's going on there, but that's fine. But the sky looks great. Okay, come on, land. 500 meters. Is that 1,500 feet? It's 3 feet per meter, right? So 500 times 3, 1,500. Yeah. So a pretty good distance up still. Let's move this orbit info over to here. We could have probably gotten some data over here because this is lowland. No, we're Space Center. This is a different biome than the Space Center, so I would have definitely been able to get some from the ground. Please don't blow up. Perfect. All right, success. So we got some more science. I think it's gonna be like 16 science or something. Maybe 13. I think it was like 8 and 5 or something like that. Oh my goodness. 38 science. Oh, earned 19 science, so we have a total of 38 now. Perfect. So got the money back. Let's go back over to mission control, see what we have available. All right. Explorations, got 2, part testing 7, surveys 2. I really don't like doing part testing or surveys. They're kind of boring. So let's go escape the atmosphere. Let's do that. And doesn't expire. Orbit. Do you expire? Never. Okay, perfect. So we can take as long as we want to do these. So really, I doubt we do it in one mission, but that would be really nice. Let's go over to the research and development and see what we can get. All right, basic rocketry for 10. We can get tanks, fairings, decouplers. Wow, there's a lot of different parts in here that I do have no idea what they are. Interesting. Better engines, perfect. For you. Alpha engine upgrade. Huh. Alright, we'll research those. We need those. Basic vehicles. What does this unlock? Oh my god, so many parts. Look, I'm not great. I might go back in after this episode and take out whatever this B9 mod is. What do we get here? I feel like I should just go for this general rocketry. Yeah, where's our science, actually? basic science, 45. We gotta get something over here. Okay, let's go to base general rocketry. Research. That's okay. So let's go back to the lab. And let's build something to try to get into orbit. Preferably, we'd put a satellite up there. So NASA's really first rocket was that got into put up a satellite was the Juno rocket, I believe. It was supposed to be the Vanguard, I think, but the Soviets launched Sputnik and caught everybody on surprise, and Vanguard was not ready, I think. So the US strapped the satellite on top of a Juno and threw it up, basically. But that's what happens when you're in a space race. So let's get you out of here. I don't think we're going to be returning with us, so we're not aiming to. Or it can stay there. It can stay there. If we fail, we'll still get some science from being high in the atmosphere, and we'll want to collect that at some point. So I want a decoupler here just in case that happens. You're kind of big. You're good. Okay. So we want... Probably it's going to be a 2-stage rocket. Basically, we'll have our liftoff, and then once we're higher up in the atmosphere where it's thinner, we can do more vacuum-oriented engines. So let's see, what do we have as far as fuel tanks? Okay, and let's pop an engine on here. Let's see, you're pretty meh. Vacuums 2, vacuums 25, 100, 240, 215, 55. Those are solid few boosters. Okay, so let's do the Reliant. Look good for you. You are huge. What about the swivel? You're also huge. Torch. You're good size, not the greatest. Valiant. You're also huge. The pug. Huge. Ant. Oh goodness. Okay, we're going to find something else. So you're a really good lot. Is that a comma or it's... Oh, you're really good. Okay, so that's for atmosphere though. You want a decent... let's go... We're pretty good for both. Oh wow, you look cool. Second stage engine. Okay. Here we go. You look pretty cool. I like that. Okay. So that'll be our second stage. So let's pop on... If this fails, we really want our science to be up here because that's where our parachute is. When this decouples, everything else is going to fall off. So let's do that last, but we need another decoupler. What is this? 688 meters per second and vacuum. Okay, so couple. I didn't like that. Why do you look like that? Can I put a fairing somewhere? I forgot how to spell fairing. There we go. Okay. So maybe that will connect well when we put the decoupler on. Clear out of that. It's not terrible. This engine's got a weird little thing to it. I don't know. Okay, now we need bigger fuel tank. Not a fan. So, what do you look like? Nope. Nope. Sorry guys, I'm not used to these parts. Okay, so engine lights, decouples, engine lights, decouples. So that gives us what did you need? Why are you not registering? Liquid fuel and oxidizer. What does this happen at? Select fuel. Liquid fuel and oxidizer. Ah, there we go. Okay. This is what happens with mods. You're not quite sure what's going on here. Okay, so that should be enough to get into orbit, surely. Let's take a look, see. Kerbal Space Program, Delta V requirements. People have like maps and stuff about this, and it's great. So let's go. Oh yeah, it takes, if I'm reading this correctly, 3,400 to get to orbit? I think. Okay, we'll see. So this is no longer going to be the Hopper one. This is going to be the Daedalus one. Getting too close to the sun. I should save that for a solar observatory. Yeah, let's do. You know, we're Odysseus. Let's do Trojan. Trojan 1. And we'll save that. And we'll take a look-see at what this does. This might be terrible. I didn't put science on there, did I? Dang it. I did not. I know I did not. I think I was thinking at it. You are ugly. Alright, well, we can revert to vehicle assembly. Yeah. Basically, since we didn't launch. Da-da-dee-da. So, back to science. Thermometer. I forgot how to zoom in. How do I? Where are my controls? This is embarrassing. KSP, VAB, camera controls. I'm not the first one who searched this. Left shift is zoom. Ah, ha ha ha. That's great. Where did this? You. Here, please. And oh, I don't want you. No. I just want one single placement, please. There we go. Okay, so you can go there. Press mats. You can go here. And I guess since we're aiming to go into space, we can put up the film camera. Okay. And excuse me. Put you back. And save. And do we have any launch stability? Structural. No. I don't know what these are. That's fine. Just do we save? Let's launch. Let's get started. Try to get this up into the air. We'll have one launch and we'll put a cut in afterwards. So we will see how we do. Excuse me. Can I see my science? Guess not. I think I have a mob that will pop up with my stuff. So we're going to launch, we're going to decouple, we're going to do that. That's fine. Decouple if we fail and do that. All right, so let's get our orbit info up. We don't need that anymore. And let's throttle up and launch. You are really odd looking. No, 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 no. Oh, it's terrible. I don't have any stability assist. Oh no. And I cannot control this. I can control this better, but it is not working. Where's my science? Oh, goodness. No, go away. I don't want... I want... Start scan. Take photographs. Press mats. No science. Okay, that's whatever. Probably the same thing with the thermometer. No science. Okay, well... See, this is what happens. Stability assist. Where would I get stability assist on? It might be unlocked already. I don't know. We took some pictures, okay? So it wasn't absolutely terrible. Alright, we'll land this and we'll put a cut here. I'm going to look into where my stability assist stuff is at, because I'm not great at piloting. I just like the exploring thing and running missions. It's fun. Come on. Our little core. And we'll recover the vessel. Got 3.5 science. Great. But real quick before we go, let's see if I can unlock anything. No, 10. Okay, that's fine. Alright, well, thanks for watching. Don't forget to give a like and subscribe, and we'll be back again. Bye.